Good evening, viewers, and welcome to Coca-Cola Sports Scene. Sports Scene proudly brought to you by Coca-Cola, your nation's #1 beverage. And we are at the Sir John Guy's Indoor Complex, where behind me you can see a five-a-side football tournament taking place. It is to mark 1 year on from the London 2012 Olympics, and it is a London Legacy event that was organized by the British High Commission together with the Port Moresby 2015 Pacific Games Organizing Committee and the P&G Olympic Committee. It is a great event celebrating legacy of the London 2012 Olympic Games, and Olympic Games that really celebrated the volunteerism, the spirit of volunteerism, and it's something that is trying to be promoted in the build-up to the 2015 Games, and there's going to be much more news related to the 2015 Games as we get closer. It's only 2 years away, and I'm sure everyone is eagerly counting down the days before the whole Pacific comes to Port Moresby, comes to Papua New Guinea to take part in the Pacific Games. We do have a very exciting show for you in store today. Two great interviews, one with the legend himself, Petro Civoniceva, who is in Papua New Guinea promoting various different activities, and we have very own Marie Sakumai had a talk with Petro Civoniceva. That's coming up very shortly. And also coming up in the show tonight, we have an interview with Lawrence Lahari, founder of the Port Moresby Basketball League, a very successful competition that's been going on for a couple of months now and is improving the standard of basketball within the country. So two great interviews to look forward to. Before we get to that, of course, we go to our very own sports events, Sporting Brief highlight package to see what was happening around Port Moresby and around the country over the weekend in terms of the sporting events. Let's take a look at that.
In the sports briefs this week, at the 15th FINA Swimming Championships in Barcelona, PNG's 15-year-old Tegan McCarthy rounded off her week with her second personal best in the women's 50 meters breaststroke. Tegan finished in 34.81 seconds, shaving 0.6 seconds off her qualifying time for the championships.
Well, that was alright. Wasn't so happy with that, but PB, so that's good. Well, it's amazing just to get the experience and being able to come and compete at such a big meet. Yeah, it's great.
To round 17 of the Digicel Cup, in Port Moresby, Vipers were victorious over Eagles 34-22. Lahanis beat Muruks 34-26. Lions upset Gurias 36-16. Tigers thrashed Sapias 46-12, and the Mioks 32 beat Wigman 16.
There you have it, this week's sporting briefs. Some great domestic action. We had the slow pitch finals here in Port Moresby at softball, AFL, and of course Digicel Cup action, and international action as well, coming from you from Barcelona, Spain, where the World FINA Swimming Championships are taking place, and three of PNG's very own finest swimmers taking part in that. Stanford Gole Kalawale and Tegan McCarthy and Barbara Valley-Skelton doing us proud, breaking some national records, both age division records and open records, so it's looking bright. Futures ahead for those three swimmers. We're going to go to a break, and as I mentioned, coming up after a break, a very special interview with rugby league legend Petro Civoniceva, so don't go away.
Yes, and welcome back to Coca-Cola Sports Scene, and we're joined by our next guest, our good friend Lawrence Lahari. How have you been, Lawrence?
Yeah, good, Mari. Good night to everyone else.
All right, okay, we'll talk about the recent championships in May. How did that?
Yeah, very good. The Basketball Federation of PNG organized the City Pharmacy National All-Stars Championships in Ley, and big thanks to City Pharmacy for sponsoring the National All-Stars. That was held about 2 weeks ago in Ley, and the PNG Men's Basketball League beat Ley in the men's, and for the women's, Mrs. Vetodiro's coach, Port Moresby Women's Basketball League beat Ley as well, and MTV's very own Sophie was part of those games. So yeah, both Port Moresby teams winning the City Pharmacy National All-Stars Championships.
All right, just for our viewers' benefit, Lawrence, just tell us a bit about what the All-Stars Championship is about.
Yeah, basically it's a national championship, so teams from all around the centers coming that are affiliated to the Basketball Federation. So we had teams from Kavieng, Mount Hagen, Simbu, Ley and Port Moresby take part, and also Madang take part. And basically, if you want to make the PNG team, you turn up to the championships, and yeah, they'll announce the team. At the end of this year, there's going to be an Oceania Open All-Stars Championships in New Zealand, and yeah, the Basketball Federation of PNG is trying to send a PNG men and women's team for that.
And I hear you, there's a junior championships coming up.
Yep, the National Junior All-Stars Championships, it's the under-18s, and again City Pharmacy have announced a major sponsorship for that, the naming rights for it. And yeah, it's for under-18s, so any of the associations that are affiliated to the Basketball Federation, they can enter that, the under-18s, which of course the year before the 2015 Pacific Games, there's the under-20 Oceania Championship, so you know, preparing for that as well.
All right, and then we had to talk about the men's basketball league as well.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The PMBL. We're in round number 2. We're just about to finish round number 2 this week. Tomorrow evening, I should say. Lamana Saints will take on Moniplus Tamaros. Moniplus Tamaros last week beat Exodus. It was actually Exodus' first loss. And on Thursday, PNG Power Chariots take on Exodus, and that'll end round 2, and then we get into round 3, and after that the final. So we're looking at ending off at the end of October.
Right, great stuff. And how's the season been so far?
Yeah, look, I mean, personally for my team, Lamana Saints, we're not doing too well. We're actually sitting at the bottom of the table, so we need to win all our games to get there, and I'm sure the boys are all pumped up. I got to say a big mention to Lamana for sponsoring Saints Basketball Club, and also PNG Power have come in to sponsor Chariots, all the other sponsors, Moniplus for Tamaros, and PNG Men's Basketball League is sponsored by the National Gaming Control Board, Next of Kin Productions as well. They've been really supportive to us, so you know, it's a combined effort, and yeah, PNBL is going from strength to strength.
And I understand there are also women that are involved in the tournament?
Yep, so basically it's the PNG Men's Basketball League and then the Port Moresby Women's Basketball League. So before we play on Tuesday and Thursday nights, the women play at 5:30 to 6:30, and then we take over. So yeah, it's all happening here at the stadium, and you know, tomorrow evening it's going to be another practice.
Right here in Sir John Guys Indoor Complex here in Port Moresby.
Yep, that's exactly right. And again, big thanks to all the supporters and friends that have been part of PNG Men's Basketball League and the Port Moresby Women's Basketball League, and you know, any corporate sponsors or corporate companies that would like to support basketball, just let me know, and we'll be able to try and maximize the company name.
So when can we look forward to the finals?
For the PNG Men's Basketball League, it should be at the end of August. Okay, and then there's a best of 3 series for the top 4. So it's 3 versus 4 and 1 versus 2. Of course, the winner of 1 versus 2 waits in the grand final, and the winner of 3 and 4 plays the loser of 1 and 2. And it's a best of 3 series, so you know, it could be a long series if you keep winning all the way. So you should finish it.
And the defending champs are?
Yeah, the defending champs are Moniplus Tamaros. They're Bernard Alavo is back playing. They recently signed Junior Tukiki, he's a Mount Hagen based player. They picked him up during the City Pharmacy National All-Stars, so he's here playing, and that's what it's all about. You know, it's not just about Port Moresby, but trying to spread all the talent across the country, getting them to play in this stadium, and being able to play at the highest level.
So last year, the winner of the competition went on to play in Fiji. So what happens to the winner this year?
We have obviously got good connections with the Fiji Basketball Association, but we're actually trying to send a team down to Cairns. We also have a great relationship with Cairns Basketball, Cairns Taipan, so the team will head down there, work with us. Plus there'll be a bigger prize money. I can't confirm the amount, but it'll be bigger than 10,000.
Great stuff. We hope you'll keep us updated coming to the finals.
Yeah, sure. I mean, look, whatever I can, I'll be more than happy to send the results into you, or maybe come back on the show.
All right, thank you. That's our good friend Lawrence Lahari there. When we come back, we join Andrew Lopani, who wraps things up on Coca-Cola Sports.
And that's it for this week's show of Sports Scene, proudly brought to you by Coca-Cola. And remember that happening nationwide is that wonderful special only 3 kina for 500 ml bottle of Coca-Cola. So get to your nearest store and enjoy that special taste that only Coca-Cola can provide. And remember that Sports Scene is on Facebook now, so make sure you like us, friend us, find us on Facebook, and provide a comment. And who knows, we may even read your comment out on one of the upcoming shows. Speaking of which, it is time to wrap things up. Good evening for this week's edition of Sports Scene, and we'll see you again next week, Monday night on MTV.